Here, AJ Green finished wide receiver 40 last year, 54 receptions, 92 targets, 848 yards, 3 touchdowns, 16.12 or 14% of the target share. Thoughts on AJ Green?
He's in the limelight of his career. Now, he's a great possession receiver still, guys. Like he will serve as that purpose. Get he can get off press coverage a little bit, not nearly as well as what he could a couple years ago, but he is still extremely talented down the sideline. So, um, I think a lot of it is how well he can continue to build a rapport with Kyler this offseason. I don't think he's going to, step up and ascend into this great wide receiver one type player. But I think in deep leagues, he can serve his purpose as like a fifth wide receiver or a sixth wide receiver on your roster. Like you're playing him and you're drafting him for the reason it's a high octane offense. They like to pass the ball. They run a lot of plays per game, and it's something for injuries. It's for bye weeks. It's if he gets on a heater a little bit, right, and you kind of need to gamble, you can play him as um, depending on the matchup, more of an upside type play. But generally speaking, AJ Green's not a guy I'm drafting, right? Like I'm not going to chase the guy he was 5 years ago.
That's the fifth time in his career that he's averaged over 15 yards per reception. The only time that he has put up more yards per reception in his career than he did last year was his rookie year in 2011. He had 16.3. I say all that to say this. This is Larry Fitzgerald 2.0, in my opinion.
There's a case to be made that AJ Green actually sees more touchdowns this year, similar yards, all of that kind of stuff. Because when you look at it, last year really wasn't much of an outlier when it came to his statistical output, right? We've seen several seasons in the past with similar catch rate, similar yards per reception, just not necessarily some of the touchdowns that you would have expected to see. And when you look at it from that aspect, he had five different targets inside the 5 zone. So again, highly valuable targets in there where he and Kyler just weren't able to connect. And where he's coming off the board right now, he's coming off the board wide receiver 90.